Hello and welcome to a very special episode. If anyone watched of the Barbed Wire Bite, I should say, if anyone watched AEW this week, they saw that the Acclaimed, the greatest tag team in the world, in my opinion, did a diss track on Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Did you get to see it?
Saw part of it. Yes, I did.
Not only did it get a lot of heat, but one of the lines in Max Caster's rap was, "Failing upwards is just your way of life. You steal money just like it's Kurt Angle's wife." Which Karen Jarrett tweeted out about that. Kurt Angle got mad and said, "Don't use me to get heat." 12 years later, apparently a lot of people got mad. I thought it was hysterical. Do you think there's anything wrong with that, or do you think it's just funny heat?
It's funny heat, and they've been doing it forever. So get over it, guys. Unless it's the new world, millennium. Everybody's got to, watch how you walk on tippy toes and can't say something wrong. Oh, God forbid if somebody says something wrong. It's a gimmick, man. Who cares? They're rappers. They did a good job. I thought it was hilarious. Get over it.
I mean, I love it because he says, just like, the Southern thing, RASSLE wrestler, couldn't draw a dime in my time. You're a bastard. I mean, the sad thing is that's absolutely true, in my opinion, but I thought it was funny. I thought it's over. It's all over YouTube. Millions of hits already.
It's going to get over. I mean, they're bringing back other guys that are been in the business for a while. Tell me, what is Jeff Jarrett doing?
Apparently, he was hired backstage to help do promotions and help schedule house show bookings. Okay, I can
Okay,
and then because of that, because of that, he's also got to be on-screen talent, which that part I don't like.
I go way back with him when I used to work for his dad in the territory back in the day. And he was young as shit and he had the belt. He was the champ. He's been working a long time. But I mean, I'm at the same age. I can't see myself working for AEW right now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't. I'd rather work in the back as in the office. So I don't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? Does he want to get hurt? Because it seems that way to me. Because over there, it's a different kind of work than it is in WWF. Different, it's totally different. So at his age, I just don't understand.
What I don't get is when you worked for him, when you worked for his dad, when he was there, normal gimmick, didn't really get over. He went to WWF, and at the time WWF, the guitar, the honky tonk man gimmick, the singer didn't get over. He left, came back to WWF with the powdered guitar, didn't get over. Went to WCW where he was Russo's boy, was the champ, same gimmick with the guitar, didn't get over. Started the TNA, didn't get over. I mean, what's he think that it's? I mean, he looks like $1,000,000. I'll give him that. It's great for a 50-something-year-old man, but if it didn't get over back then, it's not going to get over with that style now, I don't think.
No, and they have him with a great worker. He's tug up with Jay Lethal, who's an awesome performer, great wrestler. So to me, I get it if they want to, if they asked him to get in there and put the guys over and let them shine. I understand that, but I mean, I would do that. I would have no problem with that. But I would not want to be in the ring wrestling every night. I'd rather be in the back doing what I do best, and that's, help the guys and the girls. And this way they have successful matches.
I really liked when Max Caster mentioned, "I stay scheming like Global Force Gold," because Jarrett had that Global Force Wrestling that did a taping and never aired. He mentioned Lethal in the rap. He said, he was the champ during the worst years of Ring of Honor. He had Stockholm Syndrome from TNA, and said you couldn't beat Flair, who was 74. So he ripped them both to shit. I mean, everything they said was true, but wouldn't that just elevate, even just working against the Acclaim right now, wouldn't that just elevate Jarrett and Lethal to main event status? I mean, they're put right in a program with the champs.
Great spot. I would love it. But like I said, I mean, don't act surprised because they're doing this. When John Cena, if you remember correctly, when he started it with Vince, that was his gimmick. He was a rapper, and he would try to actually destroy you in his raps. So nobody said nothing back then. Nobody gave a shit about battle rapping and shit like that. Get over it, man. Like I said, stop bitching. People are too sensitive anymore, man. I'm fucking tired of it. If you're too sensitive, then stop watching wrestling. Then maybe you can't handle it. All right.
Yeah, when Karen tweeted to him, you don't know what you've done or what you've said. Maybe she's working because she's hot. Maybe she's working an angle where she's gonna come in and it won't get over. But Angle like tweeted, then deleted. He's like, don't use my situation and name to get heat 12 years later. It's like, Kurt, everybody knows he stole your wife. You know, you were a pillhead at the time, Kurt. He stole your wife. He's lucky because Karen Jarrett's very attractive. But she's another one that she comes on TV and she can't do shit either.
I want to be honest with you. Okay. When they came to the city in Philly, Jarrett pulled up in front of the nightclub I was at working with my boys and opened up the limousine door, and every single girl, valet, manager from WCW came out of that limo. And the only guy that was with him was Jarrett. Okay. And every fucking single girl was there. I'm talking from Mongo's wife on. Everybody else's wives were there. They were all there. So, I looked at him and I said to myself, dude, what are you fucking doing? Are you keeping an eye on these girls or are you keeping an eye on these girls? What's the difference? What are you doing? I'm saying to myself. Because Mongo was my boy. You know what I mean? At the time, we were very close with him and Rude and all them guys when they were coming over to ECW, plus Steve. So, yeah, we were kind of very strange about that. I remember never forgetting that night because I was just like, damn, man, is he that bluntly gonna out of his way to do this, or is this some kind of angle? I'm thinking. I was heated, put it that way. You know what I mean? But I let him do what he wanted to do. I was cool with him, and if I had bad things with him, I could have took care of that night. It would have been all over, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're good. It's just that I don't know why he's so interested in being in the ring so much. I don't get it. That's all.
I guess Billy Gunn over his shit wrestles a couple times a year. Sting more over probably than he's ever been. He's always there. These guys are always on TV, but they only actually wrestle 3-4 times a year. They don't need to be on every single week hitting somebody with a guitar that's full of fucking powder.
No, if I was him, I would do it. I'd wrestle maybe once a month, and just do his business in the back. Handle the business in the back. That's what I would do personally. So I wouldn't want to go to AEW and lace him up and get in the ring unless I had to. And they said, put this guy over, put that guy over. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I can do that. I would love to be a manager, at least a manager that can talk the talk and walk the walk. You know what I'm saying? Not somebody that just goes in there and does these one-liners they think about all day and not realize that you should have a encyclopedia in your brain of promos that you can do all the time whenever you need to do them.
As much as I think the whole gang is pretty sad, that Stokely Hathaway, that one that has Cass and Paige, all them guys, he's not a bad manager. I don't think. I think he's one that actually can talk, and he seems to actually cut different promos every week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm not gonna say he's got good facial expressions, which means everything. You know what I mean? Like that in itself. That's why I always tell guys, kids today are lucky. They got their phones and shit like that. They can cut a promo, go back and watch it. We used to have to look in the mirror and go over our promos. The only time we were lucky enough to even get to see our match that we wrestled in was if somebody at the show had a video camera, and back then that was far in between, if you remember. So, kids today they got it a lot easier than we did. They got a lot more things they could use to help themselves get better and all kinds of stuff.
I guess the message with the Acclaimed rap is just get over it. It's used to draw money.
I think it was good. I have no problem with it. I think it happened, man. Kurt Angle, it happened. I don't know what to tell you and the other people that are offended by it. I don't know what to tell you. It's out there all over the place anyway. They were able to use it in a rap to do maybe set up an angle. That's probably why they're getting all heated about it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, look at the independent circuit. They have no angles. They don't do anything. So how they expect people to come back? I'm working for Find Yourself Wrestling, and we're actually trying to do an angle since September. We've been running the same angle since September, and we're finally coming to the conclusion of it come January. So what does that tell you? At least we're trying to make a storyline and so people can come back. You know what I mean? Yeah, he didn't pay people. That was a shoot. You know, so part of it was a shoot. You know, I whooped his ass, gave him a little beating. You know, he screwed me a couple times with some other independent shows. Now we got an angle, and we're going against each other January 14th in Toms River, New Jersey. Everybody should come out. We're going to have the Balls Memorial Cup, which is a big, huge battle royal we're having. The winner gets the cup, you know, for Balls Mahoney. Chris Mahoney, his son, will be a special guest referee on the outside. So if your feet do hit the ground, he will call you out and then you're out. So it should be a good time. So everybody should come out. The whole idea is to help Balls' son out. We're also going to do a food drive so anybody can bring any canned goods with them. It would always help because we always try to help out the food drives in the area anytime we're working.
I guess with that, we'll just see you back at our normal time next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody have a happy and safe new year.